BK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
Yeah, so what's good, man? We're going back through the archives on YouTube, checking out the 2000 release, the Millennium release of the Himalayas Partners in Rhyme. So we're here damn near 22 years later, you know. How that goes, I bet that goes fast.
Man, time go by fast as shit, right? It seemed like all yesterday, but yeah, man, shit, 22 years ago.
Yep. And you still remember recording this album, what the recording experience and process?
Oh yeah, man. Actually, man, like the whole time we was recording, we was just bagging. It was like on some funny shit, some clowning. We was just clowning and a lot of weed smoke, a lot of women around. We had DJ Slip from Compton's Most Wanted mix our album. It was just like we had a collective of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? LA really showed us some love and jumped on the record. We had like, you know what I'm saying, Yukmouth, the Loonies, Kurupt, Roscoe, YA, Ice-T was on there. We had Miss Toy, we had Baby S. It's like there's a whole load of motherfuckers on there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You mentioned Kurupt and Roscoe, especially, bringing that LA flavor and sound. We got a track here called Live About It featuring Kurupt and Roscoe. I mean, what can you tell us about this one?
First of all, a big up to the homeboy Gotti, Kurupt, Young Gotti, and Roscoe, YA, you know what I'm saying? Basically just showing love. At that time, they was just smashing around in the streets. And they was just on their pen. Kurupt was on his pen. He like, as always, but he was really, really on his pen at this time. And so me and Bam was going to Atlanta because I was staying in Atlanta at the time. Bam came and got me, like, nigga, we got a deal on the table. What's up? You coming back to LA? What's happening? So we in the airport and we see Kurupt and he's with Foxy. You know what I'm saying? They was an item at the time. And so, you see people from the house, from LA or whatever, from your home city, gonna show love. So Kurupt always showed love. And so he came to the studio and they got it in, you know what I'm saying? Live About It. He was beefing at the time with Rough Riders and Murder Inc. and all that shit. We didn't want no parts of that because at the time I was going back and forth to New York a lot. So, you know what I mean? I didn't want no parts of it, but you can tell in the verses that Kurupt was on that. But it's the song right here, Live About It, West Coast Stand Up, Long Beach, Philly. You know what I mean?
You say he was beefing with Murder Inc. Now, a lot of people are familiar with the beef with DMX and Rough Riders and stuff, but didn't know there was, any tension between him and Murder Inc.
Oh yeah, it was a bunch of tension going on and a lot of subliminal back and forth, little things going on in the songs or whatever. But I think that DMX had spoke about it on Drink Champs, you know what I'm saying? They had squashed that shit at the end of the day, everybody's so over women and shit like that. You know how it is, egos is in the house and shit, but I think they squashed that before X died, you know what I mean? So rest in peace to DMX, dig up to the homeboy Kurupt, Young Gotti and Roscoe, YA, you know what I mean? This Himalayas, Live About It. Let's go, West Coast, West Side, stand up.
Yeah. Suckers. Got my niggas out in this bitch. West Coastin'. You know what I'm saying? Got my nigga Kurupt in this motherfucker. Himalayas. Got my nigga Roscoe. Y'all bust You ain't no real killers. You hide yours. We put pellets inside doors. Inside doors get to collapsing. Multitudes tried to homicidal revive. You tuck heat. We bust heat. We duck heat. We abduct heat. Straight to the head. Glocks 38 to the head. The temperature spread. It's on. You talk. We walk. You spit. We split. You split. We cocking the little clips. I'm like, I back mines. Chucks to gap mines. Set forward. War for on tour forward. I smash up. Knock down your door for it. The 4-4. Explore and saw for it. Seesaw for it. See what I saw, gold Paul by the dock of the bay, day all day. I'm G'd up. What about you, my nigga? I'm riding, homie. What you wanna do, my nigga? Live about it.
about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season. We live about it, nigga, plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season. I'm the master of the smoke session. Ain't no second guessing all about this rap shit. My name's Phalos mode, niggas talk a gang of shit. You know I doubt those, niggas can't fuck with my clique. You little punk hoes, I'm hearing niggas on they out talk about guns. See them in the street, niggas act like nuns. Boy, I tell you these niggas, they ain't shit. Keep my mind on trip mode, mind on clip mode. Flashing on these niggas like flip mode. Can't touch me, nigga. My name's Phalos mode. I'm hotter than cayenne pepper. Better grab your Beretta. Get your cheddar better. Look for the better. And when it's cold outside, Phalos grab sweater. I'm rolling through the streets of LA. Ain't nothing better. With my top down, radio up. Getting my dick sucked. Bambino and Phalos out for the big bucks. Big bucks. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season. We live about it, nigga. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season.
Triple O, we getting money this year. I kick the flavor, throw a little game in your ear. I thank God for the fact I'm alive cause I'm blessed. But I forget sometimes cause I'm stressed. The wild, wild west. I had you thinking life's a mess. Put you through the test with a vest. Niggas get sprayed laid to rest. In the city streets, hoes, thugs, drugs, and heats. And the biggest gang in my city, the police. Give us no peace, making it worse. Up on these cold streets, pulling niggas over for Nathan. Like rolling 4 deep, so creep, lay on the low. Dodge the black and white, chase dough. Let go of hoe, if she ain't acting right. Mac tonight. Well, fuck Mickey D's, we up in Monty, sipping grown folk iced tea. Bitch, please, like exhibit, my flow exquisite. Pay the 9-9 visit, fuck getting digits. Cheers,
Live about it. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season. Live about it, nigga. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season.
Two to the jet, something they ain't never felt. Chest shot, uppercut, one beneath the belt. It's the Admiral, Roscoe Tabasco. Who took your firstborn as collateral? I'm high stove, MCs get chewed up, swallowed and threw up like tacos. I'm way OG like cross colors and Paco. 6 foes and 5.0s, ducking 5-0. Yeah, I heard ya. Talking about beef with us, it's murder. Can't none of y'all compete with us. And when we come to y'all hood, we got the heat with us. Keep our ears to the streets, in the streets we trust. We all got girlfriends, and they sleep with us. Between the sheets with us, like some freaks with us. My herbal is purple, my verbals will hurt you. Make your homies desert you, that's how bad I serve.
Live about it. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season. Live about it, nigga. Plus we write about it. Why you bitch ass niggas wanna talk about it? See myself despise all treason. You fabricated, killing ain't your season.
Yeah, so there we go, man.
You like that, huh?
You know, that signature West Coast flavor, you know, Kurupt Young Gotti, Roscoe.
Yeah, the Crips.
Feature. Huh?
I see, yeah, the Crips. You know what I mean? Kurupt and all of them, YA and DPG and Dog Pound, the Crips. Dash Dillinger and all of them. C-Style and Sean Dogg and Snoop Dogg. I know all of them.
DPGC.
Yeah, and they mean it too. You dig?
Yeah, no doubt. So what was that like working with Kurupt and that, man?
Oh man, you know, it's one of the dopest lyricists in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Deadly shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas using words like missile plick, the shit from Superman. You know what I mean? That's why I knew. I knew about Kurupt a long time ago because I used to go to Sarah High School in Gardena for a quick second. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when they used to really talk about Kurupt a whole lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? In school, he was dope. You know what I mean? He came from Philly, and I think he went to Lusinger too. You know what I'm saying? But Kurupt has always been deadly. You know what I mean? Lyrically, staying on his pen and all that. So shout out to Gotti. You know what I mean? Daz and the whole DPG.
Yes, sir. I mean, also on the album you featured Yukmouth on quite a few tracks.
Oh yeah. Yukmouth, the Loonies. Shout out to the homeboy Yuck Mizzle. You know what I mean? Bay Area's finest.
You know, you got a specific one you want to play from the Yukmouth? I know you got quite a few featuring Yuck.
Oh man, you gotta play Straight Hustler. You know what I mean? Himalayaz featuring Yukmouth for the Loonies, Stand Up, Oaktown, 6ix9ine Village, Brandy Park, you know what I mean? Hunters Point, the whole shit. You know what I mean? Big ups the Bay Area, stand up. Y'all ghost ride this whip. You know what I mean? Big up to the homeboy Yukmouth. I see you, boy.
Straight hustlers. For all my peeps out there making moves. No matter what you do it to the motherfucking fullest. Hustler style. I go by the name of Bambino Brown. You motherfuckers probably know that if you all the way into the album. Smell me? Yo, I'm strictly fast cash, hoes with ass, mowing the glass, high grade grass, one with niggas is down to blast. Like my hustlers, players, and my niggas straight bout they chips. And can't keep they mind off they grip. To the move makers, smoke dubs and love Lakers. Fuck fakers, snitch ass niggas and player haters. Could die young, plotting to stop us fly ones. And bitches pitch so much shit, they sigh young, but my mind's one of untouchable stats. Bambino and Phalos, what's fucking with that? Straight hustler, my niggas run the pharmacy, no busters. Allowing the game, just OGs, it's a cold thing. Some niggas won't make it about this cold game. Some niggas hustle regular jobs, some hustle cocaine. Some hustlers is politicians, most physicians. It's hustling motherfuckers to better their position. Straight hustlers. Straight hustlers. Straight hustlers. That's the key in my drawers. Straight hustlers. Money making motherfuckers fast. Bambino Brown. Key in my drawers. Like that. I'm giving these bitches a whole 6-pack. Yes, go click clack. Push your whole shit back. Rappers get clacked. Wig crack. Niggas kick rap till y'all kick back. About the type of life I live. Black time in jail I did that. You niggas thought I would fail because my mama did crack. Bitch, picture that. Gotta be a Kodak moment. Won't it be funny to see a nigga homeless instead of riding if I own it? Love it. I'm a broke nigga's dream. Make coke killer things. Even the Pope feel a nicotine. Spray sheen. Cut their heads off with guillotine. Ice cream man. Crack go to triple D. I made green, I wish my father could see me. Bitches think me through their TV and model give me head on GP. Why niggas PT, conversating on me. That's just for pillow talk, why y'all niggas hating on me. Hustling, money making motherfuckers pop stand on my niggas. Get your papers, y'all. Key in my drawers, being boss. Straight hustlers. Things hard to solve, knocking bitch niggas out when it come to my pay, y'all. You only fuck with niggas in my crew. I need some shit. I call my nigga party time LQ. S, slow your roll, watch for the pose, cause they know what goes on behind closed doors. T, time for some action and blasting. Niggas like to catch you when you're maxing and napping. L, lucky this time some nigga drop the dime, cause it ain't enough line, plus you still in shine. Enemies go hand in hand with the dope game. Here today, gone tomorrow, no shame. Rolls Royce or Impala. If you really need for lost mode, pop your collar. And I'm there, there in the flash. Make sure these niggas got all my cash and relationships will last. Straight hustler, nigga. Have a key in my drawers. Straight hustler for paper. Money making gotta get paid. Straight hustler. Have a key in my drawers like that. Straight hustler. Tell these niggas the time, you know? Straight hustler. Move maker style for the millennium. Straight out of Himalayaz, California. That's how we holding it down in LA. Straight hustler style. Bambino Brown, Phalos mode. From the west to the east. Down south, up north. Straight hustler, nigga. Keep getting that money. That fed Skrilla scratch paper. I know how we do it.
There we go. One for the hustlers, you know.
Yeah, that shit just remind me of like being on Crenshaw and the low rider, you know what I'm saying? Hitting switches, you know what I mean? Up and down Crenshaw, like Crenshaw on 43rd or something. That's what that shit remind me of. You know what I mean? It remind me of the Bay too. You know what I mean? It's just, it's real west with it. But like I said before, big up and shout out to the homeboy Yukmouth and the Loonies and Numbskull, the whole regime clique, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had quite a few tracks with Yukmouth featured on this album. I mean, was you guys doing a bit of work with the regime also, or just Yukmouth?
We got songs. I got songs with Fast Bossy. Big up, shout out to the homeboy Fast Bossy from Regime, Mad Max, the whole clique. No, we got songs with them. You know what I'm saying? But Yuck is the general from they shit. You know what I mean? So it just made sense at the time. Yuck used to come to the studio and smoke and all that type of shit. Like I'll be out with Yuck, man, and by the time I leave Yukmouth, like nigga brain be blinking. You know what I'm saying? For so much smoke. You know what I mean? But no, we got the song with the general, so that's what it was.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So how come there was never a follow-up release to the album?
Oh man, you know, we were signed to a label, you know, Red Ant Entertainment at the time, and it was just a lot of bullshit going on. I had caught a case, you know what I'm saying? So I was going back and forth to court at the time, but I still was on my pen and still completed a lot of songs. I just completed a lot of songs because I knew I had to go in for a second. So I just did a whole bunch of songs and shit. I didn't even really miss a beat. You know, I was on house arrest doing our video and shit. You know what I mean? I couldn't even stay at our video for a certain amount of time because I was on house arrest. But you know, it was just a lot of bad contracts and we came out with, actually we did come out with a follow-up album for the people that know it out there. It was called Himalayaz Take Notes. So basically what we did was we left our singles on the album and then we just matched them and put like 4 or 5 new songs on there. So on that album, we have Spice One on that album. You know what I mean? It's dope. You know what I mean? Called Killing Something.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hot, man. You gonna have to get those ones uploaded over to up online stuff too, you know.
Oh yeah, they collectors out. I don't even have the motherfuckers, but I know that they out there. And shout out to the homeboy Spice One, Fetty Chico. You know, we had did that song. Actually, I got a couple songs with Spice One. I did a Miyoshi commercial for those, you know, that's in the clothes and all that back in the day. It was a clothing line called Miyoshi. And me and Spice had did a clothes commercial, like a clothes commercial song. It was dope too. But Lennox from Miyoshi didn't want to break that check off, so it just went to the wayside. But shout out to the homeboy Spice One though.
Yeah, you already know my Spicy. Definitely a West Coast legend.
Yeah, I was a big Spice One fan. Matter of fact, how we got the song with Spice One. Rest in peace to the homeboy Rat from Rolling 60s. He came by the house and he was like, "Hey y'all like Spice One?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, big Spice One fan." He's like, "He in the car right now." I'm like, "You lying?" Brought him in the studio and we did the song right there.
That's I mean, anything else you think was a highlight in terms of features on this album?
Oh man, the highlight of the record, you know, everybody did their thing on it, but Ice-T, we was at his house and I said, "Well, Ice, you know, we know you busy, but we gotta have you on the album." So, you know, Ice, you know, he having time running around doing no rhymes and all that shit no more really like that. But he had called me the day before Thanksgiving. It's like, "Hey, Floss, is this what you talking about?" And you know what I mean? And played the skit for us. So I think he won out of the whole album, out of everybody, because he went gorilla. I'm talking about King Kong hanging off the Empire State Building. Ice went hard. Shout out to the Don Father, Ice-T, you know what I mean? Yeah, good dude, good brother.
Let's see what he had to say.
Oh man.
Yo, what's up out there, you motherfucking pimps? This Ice-T, yeah, real pimpin' jumping off. Yeah, with my nigga Bambino in Phalos mode, Himalayan style, nigga. Yeah, and when me and my niggas out there on the track chopping the heads off these hoes after double R, I let a bitch know, bitch, you can't swing a slow bat at a fast pitch, ho. They say you think long, you think wrong, but if you ain't never had nothing, how you supposed to get used to something? But they also say, bitch, if you knew better, you choose better, baby. You know, now a lot of y'all fine, but you're blind. But bitch, I'm gonna tell you real quick, I'm like Haley's Comet, ho. You get to see me once in a lifetime and nobody gets to touch me now, bitch. That means you got action. What's action? That's the exact opposite of you ain't got no action, what you've been telling these buses all night. The problem is, a lot of you hoes get so fucking used to losing, you can't even figure out when the fuck you won, bitch. You in the motherfucking winner's circle. Bitch, take your prize, bitch. That's me, yeah. And get out there on the streets and be a good hoe like you supposed to. I'm gonna put you on the track where hoes get famous at. That's real, you know what I'm saying? And all you motherfucking simp-ass niggas, I'ma tell you, man, these hoes is out of motherfucking control, nigga. You better learn to stand on a bitch. Break your hand on a bitch, yeah. Cause as soon as you lay off, that's when these hoes pay off, man. It's a real cold game, motherfucker.
Ooh, gorilla.
Whole game, church, tabernacle.
Church, tabernacle. He went hard on him.
Yeah, he definitely put that down, man. Join us on the line, bout.online.com for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.